Good evening and welcome to the July 18th, 2018 legislative session of the Town Board. I'll officially call this meeting to order. I'll ask everyone to please rise for the pledge. And I might ask let Ed Linsku to lead us in the pledge tonight, if you would, please, Ed.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Ed. I'll ask for roll call, please.
Cole.
Here.
LaFountain.
Here.
Metzler. Here. Moore.
Here.
Quinn.
Here. We will start with communications and announcements. I'll recognize our clerk, please.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. The Shepherd Homes 8th Annual Golf Tournament will be held this Monday, July 23rd at Penfield Country Club. That's at 1784 Jackson Road. Shepherd Home is a comfort care facility in Penfield that provides compassionate end-of-life care. The Shepherd Home exists solely on funds received by donations, memorials, and/or fundraisers. The golf tournament is one of their primary fundraisers. There are 4 foursome spots still available for this golf tournament. Registration will begin on July 23rd at 10:30 a.m., followed by a 12:30 p.m. shotgun start. Individuals, groups, or organizations are welcome to set up a table and interact with participants during the day. For any additional information, you can call me at 340-8629 or visit shepherdhome.org. Once again, Shepherd Home's 8th Annual Fundraising Golf Tournament will be held this Monday, July 23rd at Penfield Country Club, 1784 Jackson Road.
Thank you. Mr. Quinn.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Good evening, everyone. One brief announcement. The American Red Cross will be holding a blood drive from 1 o'clock to 6 o'clock p.m. on Tuesday, August 7th at the Penfield Community Center. To schedule a donation appointment to help save a life during an emergency, please contact 1-800-RED-CROSS or visit www.redcrossblood.org and use sponsor keyword Penfield Community Center. Again, that's 1 to 6 p.m. on Tuesday, August 7th. Thank you.
Mrs. Messel.
I have one announcement this evening. The town of Penfield, along with Parenting Village Community Organization, are once again teaming up to host the 6th Annual Flower City Family Fest, formerly called our Summer Bash, held on July 29th from 2 to 6 p.m. at Rothfuss Park. The Summer Bash is a way of creating a fun-filled opportunity for parents and children to connect to one another while simultaneously learning about the many wonderful family-related businesses and services that our community has to offer. For details and information about this event, please visit the website at www.ourparentingvillage.org. That's all I have for this evening.
Thank you. Mr. Moore.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. The 2018 Summer Concert Series at the Amphitheater is underway on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday evenings beginning at 7 p.m. Come enjoy an evening of music and food at this great outdoor venue located behind the Town Hall at Veterans Memorial Park. Tuesday night concerts offer a wine tent for those listening to upstage music bands, while Thursday is the annual Kids Festival Series. Also, don't forget Saturdays on the stage featuring Northside Johnny coming on July 21st, and then on August 4th with Mr. Mustard performing their Beatles tribute concert. For a complete list of the remaining concerts for the 2018 season, look at penfieldrec.org. Thank you.
Thank you. Mrs. Cole.
I have 2 announcements. The Penfield Players have announced that their Summer Readers Theater will be held on Saturday, July 28th at 6 p.m. This year's performance is entitled Robin Hood by Tim Kelly. This year is a new theatrical event for the Penfield Players. Robin Hood is intended for children and parents in a picnic-style venue at Veterans Memorial Amphitheater. Families and friends are encouraged to bring lawn chairs, blankets, and a picnic supper. Admission for the event is free. For all details regarding the players, go to penfieldplayers.org. And my other announcement is that my monthly community chat in August will be Tuesday, August 21st from 5:30 to 7 in the new book area at the library.
Thank you very much. Move on to public participation, 2 opportunities to address the board on any matter at this time and again at the end of the agenda. You can do that one of 3 ways. If you're here in the audience, you can address the board at the podium. You can call in at 340-8771, or you can log on at penfield.org. And I'll ask if anyone would like to address the board at this time. Okay, not seeing any. We will move on to additions and deletions to the agenda. Seeing no additions or deletions, we'll move on to approval of the minutes. We have the June 6th, 2018 minutes before us, and would entertain a motion of approval of those minutes.
I move that the minutes from June 6th be approved.
I'll second.
Yep, second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion on those minutes? Seeing none, I'd ask for a roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
5 ayes.
Great. Petitions. Has the town board, town clerk, or town attorney received any petitions since their last meeting? No. Again, seeing none, this will bring us to resolutions by function, and we'll start with law and finance, please.
Authorization to attend New York State Magistrate Court Clerk Conference.
Moved.
Second.
Whereas the New York State Magistrate Court Clerk Annual Fall Conference has been scheduled at the Crowne Plaza, Lake Placid, New York, from September 16th through September 19th, 2018. Now therefore be it resolved that the Penfield Court Clerks are hereby authorized to attend the 2018 conference for court clerks in Lake Placid, New York. The funds to attend this conference are included in the 2018 budget and will not exceed $1,400.
Thank you. Discussion. Seeing no discussion, a roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
5 ayes. Authorization to attend New York State Magistrate Association Conference.
Moved.
Second.
Whereas the New York State Magistrate Association Annual Conference has been scheduled at the Sheraton at the Falls Convention Center in Niagara Falls, New York, from September 23rd through September 26th, 2018. Now therefore be it resolved that the Penfield Town Justice Jim Mully is hereby authorized to attend the 2018 New York State Magistrates Association Annual Conference. The funds to attend this conference are included in the 2018 budget and will not exceed $900.
Thank you. Discussion. Seeing no discussion, a roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
5 ayes. Setting a public hearing for a conditional use permit to allow a law office and apartment at 1771 Penfield Road.
Moved.
Second.
Whereas an application has been received by the Penfield Town Board for the issuance of a conditional use permit pursuant to 250.5-10-10D15 of the code to allow a law office and apartment at 1771 Penfield Road in the Four Corners zoning district. Be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Penfield shall hold a public hearing at the Penfield Town Hall on August 15th, 2018, at 7 p.m. on said date, to consider said application and hear all persons interested in the question of the issuance of this conditional use permit. Thank you.
Thank you. Discussion. Seeing no further discussion, roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
5 ayes. Appointments to the Penfield Comprehensive Plan Update Committee.
Moved.
Second.
Whereas the Town Board of the Town of Penfield proposes to update the 2010 Comprehensive Plan. Whereas the Town Board proposes to appoint a committee of resident volunteers to assist with the preparation of the Comprehensive Plan update. Whereas the Town Board duly advised for committee participation and has selected residents from across the town to participate in the preparation of this plan. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board hereby appoints the residents listed on Schedule A attached hereto to serve on the 2020 Comprehensive Plan of Penfield Update Committee. Thank you.
Thank you. Discussion. Seeing no discussion, a roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
5 ayes. Appointments to the Shadow Pines Land Use Advisory Committee.
Moved.
Second.
Whereas the Town Board desires to form a committee to study the future uses for the recently purchased Shadow Pines Golf Course property. And whereas the town board duly advertised for committee participation and has selected residents from across the town to participate in this land use advisory committee. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Penfield hereby appoints the following residents listed on Schedule A, attached hereto, to serve on the Shadow Pines Land Use Community Advisory Committee. Thank you.
Thank you. Discussion. See no further discussion. Roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
5 ayes. Authorization for supervisor to accept and execute a grant agreement from the Dormitory Authority, State of New York.
Moved.
Second. Whereas
The town of Penfield has been awarded a state and municipal facilities program grant for storm recovery funding for a cost incurred from March 8th through March 9th of 2017 in the amount of $50,000. Be it resolved that the town board authorizes supervisor to execute all necessary grant documents after reviewed by the town attorney. Thank you.
Thank you. Discussion. See no further discussion. A roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
5 ayes. 2018 transfer of funds from assigned fund balance to restricted fund balance.
Moved.
Second.
Whereas projects completed for Monroe County and the Penfield Central School District, as well as equipment sales, resulted in an increase of unanticipated revenue to the Highway Department and the Highway Fund. Whereas there is an established reserve fund within the Highway Fund balance for future equipment purchases. Now be it resolved that the following 2018 transfer be approved. From Highway assigned fund balance in the amount of $700,000 to Highway restricted fund balance in the amount of $700,000. Thank you.
Thank you. Further discussion. See no discussion. A roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
5 ayes. Authorization for supervisor to sign recreation contracts.
So moved.
Second.
This resolution authorizes the town supervisor to sign one recreation contract for Bushido Kai Judo Club for their summer program.
Thank you. Discussion. Seeing no discussion, I'd ask for a roll call vote, please.
Cole.
Aye.
LaFountain.
Aye.
Metzler.
Aye.
Moore.
Aye.
Quinn.
Aye.
5 ayes.
This brings us to old business. Any old business to come before the board this evening? Seeing none. Is there any new business to come before the board this evening? Again, seeing none. This is our second public participation. I did receive a short email. This was from Corey on the Heather Drive neighborhood. And his comment, any chance of the plans for Shadow Pines to include a town pool? I think adding a town pool would be a great addition to Penfield. Thank you. Certainly, this will be forwarded over to the newly formed committee that will start their work sometime here this late summer, early fall. And this will go into the hopper for that discussion and consideration. Is there any other public participation? Thank you. Public participation to come before the board this evening. Seeing none and seeing no further business to come before the July 18, 2018 legislative session of the town board, this meeting will stand adjourned at 7:16 p.m. Thank you to everyone that participated. Thank you to Penfield TV.